Hi guys, this is Angel here and welcome back to, I guess, my channel, whatever. As of right now, I don't know if I will make this a regular thing or if I'm going to really be serious about YouTube or whatever. But right now, I just feel comfortable doing these videos and just making videos whenever I want to rant. I feel like that's just what I'm going to do right now until I probably think of maybe wanting to start doing more YouTube. I never really thought about like doing like YouTube videos, but I don't really know what you guys want to see anyway, but that's something I'm gonna think about. But as you can see, I got better lighting this time, so hopefully it's good. I don't know. Once again, this video isn't going to be edited. I just want to sit down and talk and kind of do a part 2 on my depression and loneliness story. If you guys haven't seen part 1, please watch that part before you continue watching this one. I kind of touched on my story and what depression looks like for me, what loneliness really looks like, and what people need to look at on how it's not really talked about in the Christian community, which I'm a part of. So that's something I touched on, and I don't know, today's video is probably kind of going to be a recap, or probably I'll go more in depth about something, or I don't know, some points I probably didn't make in the last video that I will be making today. But we're going to get right into just speaking on it. I did talk about when I noticed that I've been more sad than usual, and I noticed that I had more sad days than happy days, and I really noticed I was kind of depressed. I think at the end of 2020, that's when the pandemic it's still happening kind of right now, but that's when it was really happening. And but the pandemic wasn't really why the pandemic wasn't really why I was so depressed, kinda. More so I was kinda, I wouldn't say happy, but I was glad I didn't have to be in school anymore. So it wasn't like a big deal to me that I wasn't in school. I mean, the only part for me was that I didn't have any other way of making friends because I didn't really do anything outside of school, really. And in school, you're surrounded by a bunch of kids. So, and I graduated last year, so I never stepped foot back in school in person ever. So my chances of making friends were gone. And a lot of things haven't opened back up until earlier this year. So it hasn't been really that many opportunities for me to make friends. If you guys is watching this and you guys see my first part, I don't have any friends, so that's why I'm kind of referring to that a lot. I don't have any friends, and when I mean I don't have any friends, I don't have friends at all. I don't have anybody calling me. That's calling me. I don't have anybody that's texting me like my age wise, and so that's what I'm referring to. So it's like it's like now it's like during the pandemic, I know for a bunch of people, not just me, since the pandemic started, loneliness actually has risen because you know, everything's not open and nobody's able to see their friends and things like that. But loneliness have been a big part of my life, basically all my life. But recently, the past 2-3 years, it's just been everything that's me, just loneliness. And it just really sucks. And the last part 1 of my video, I talked about how loneliness is deeper than not having friends, how loneliness is deeper than not having like a family member or whatever. And I said it is the basis around loneliness. Of course it is, because that's what loneliness is, not having somebody other than yourself, you know what I mean, to talk to, have fun with, hang out. But I said that for me, loneliness has brought on a lot of different issues, and I just think people need to see the bigger picture of things. So I didn't get to touch on this I did kind of touch on this the first part. I touched on how I want to go into like having siblings and seeing them hang out with their friends every weekend while I sit in the house. And it's like I'm happy for them, but it's just for me, I'm just gonna admit I'm kind of jealous of my own siblings because they get to make memories, they get to hang out, they get to have fun. And I say you can do those things by yourself, but I personally want somebody else right now. And I feel like everybody should have somebody. And it's just like, I think of it this way. I just think of it, if there's 7 billion plus people in the world, and I have not one person that's for me, for myself, then that's a huge problem. And I've been in public school all my life, and not one friend has came out of that. Not one. And I can tell, like, my siblings, they're trying to help, but I said people don't really get it until they are in your shoes. And it's just like, not just my siblings, but I just hear people, saying, go up and talk to them, or if you go out, you can just introduce yourself, talk to this person, da-da-da. Or there's no excuse for you not to have friends, or, it's easier said than done, because I'm like, I say you can't tell a shy person just to go up and get out their bubble and it takes some time to work their way. It's not as easy. I think people think it's easy because it's easy for them. Me, I personally, I do probably have social anxiety. Like, I don't know how to come up to a person. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to carry a conversation. So it's not as easy to talk to people. And I also touched on the last part. I said sometimes when we would go out as a family, my family and I, sometimes my siblings would bring on their friends, and I would feel like the odd person out. And because, nobody would really talk to me, I would never have anybody else to invite. And I would get so sad. Like, I try to hold it in because I don't want to ruin it. I mean, they can see something's wrong, but I just can't say anything because, one, they don't really get it. I don't want anybody getting mad at me because I've dealt with people getting upset with me based on my own feelings, or people really don't know how to react to me being depressed. And then it's just like people just be saying the wrong things, and which caused me to go into a deeper depression. So it's like I try not to say anything, and it's like I want to. It's not like I don't want to say anything. I want to, but I just don't have anybody I can really come out and just say it. So it sucks because, I mean, you can't really you can't really judge people on their life on how, like, you see it in person, whatever, because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. People say that all the time and on social media. I understand, people like to show, like especially on social media, people like to show what they want to show and stuff. But it's just like, if they're still like being able to hang out with people, that's something what I want. Everybody comes with issues, friends. It's just going to be issues regardless. Relationships, any relationship, it's just that. But it's just like, and I don't have any way of making friends, honestly. And my siblings would try to invite me out to different things, but I just don't, it's just certain things I don't personally like to do. But that's the only time I can go out, but I just don't really want to. I don't know if I should make the choice to just go and stuff, but I just don't like to do certain things. I don't know. It's just I don't really know what to do at this point. And I just want to let everybody know like my thoughts and what I think and how really loneliness really looks to me. I'm not gonna lie, I've been very suicidal, and it's gotten to the point where I do have a note in place in case something goes wrong. That's how bad it is. It's to the point where I don't want to be here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I truly know in my heart that if I were to leave today, it just wouldn't make a difference in the world. Like, it wouldn't make a difference in anybody's lives. I feel like in my family, I don't know, but I don't know really if my family, I just don't think it would make a difference, because like nobody's really showing that they genuinely care about me while I'm here. So it's like, when I'm gone, don't try to act like you care then. You know what I'm saying? And I truly believe that at this point that getting a friend just seems so out of reach for me. And I just think my life now is just, I feel like I'm about to cry, but if I cry, like, I'm sorry, but I just don't mean to cry, but oh my God, I don't mean to cry, but I just feel like this is just how I'm feeling, like, right now. I just don't think I'll ever be good enough to be somebody's other person. And it's just, heck, I wouldn't even be my own friend, like, honestly. And because I just feel like I'm a really boring person, to be honest. I don't have anything going for myself. I don't work. I don't have hobbies anymore. I don't have anything I enjoy. I don't have anything to give to anybody else. And nobody, I know we don't live to please others. We live for ourselves, but it's like I'm not pleased with myself at all. It sucks because it's just like, I don't even think I'm close to being in like a relationship either. Nobody's just like interested in me. Nobody has been really interested in me for a while. And it's like, I don't have a potential anything, any friend. I don't have a potential. I'm sorry if you hear beep in the background. It's just my family group chat texting, but people just don't care until it's too late. And at this moment, it's too late for me. It's too late to show anybody that cares. But I guess the good thing is that I'm in therapy for it right now. It's just like my depression and thoughts have gotten to the point where I'm thinking about taking medication to help. It's just, I notice I'm having more bad days than good days. And I just don't understand, like, why people come up with this theory, whatever. It's like, it's just when people are sad, like, a couple days after week in one, they have a really good day. That does not mean they're like internally good. They just decided to not to put on a fake smile that day. It's just like I hear that so much from me. Like, if sometimes my depression comes in waves. A couple hours I can be totally fine. Once something can literally trigger me, any small thing can literally trigger me, whether it's seeing people posting on social media. I'm not gonna lie, because of that, I really have to get off of social media a lot of the times. And people, like, social media is a place to connect with people. It is, but I tried. I don't know how. I tried. It's just not really working for me. Nothing is working. So anything can trigger me, seeing people post their friends, just being out probably with my family at the mall, seeing people walking around with their boyfriends or their friends can trigger me. Any small thing can, and then like a couple hours I can be fine, and then literally the next hour or the next minute I can be totally bawling my eyes out. And it's just like I'm always hearing, like, why are you upset? You just did this today. Or you was just happy, or you was just smiling, or like you can't be sad because you. And also, this is the number one thing that irritates me the most when out of depression. We're human, right? We have feelings regardless what we do, whatever. I'm so sick of hearing you should not be upset because you have this, you have that, you have a roof over your head, you have food to eat. I'm not stupid. I know what I have. But that should not outweigh anybody else's problems, ever. You should not invalidate anybody's feelings. You can't be mad or tell somebody how to feel. You can't do that. And then people be like, and people like, people have it worse than you. Is that supposed to change? Is that supposed to change anything? You know what? I don't understand. And like I said, I'm so tired of hearing different excuses on why I don't have friends, on this and that. I've been hearing the same stupid stuff. It's not stupid, but the same things I don't want to hear every week. And I'm so sick and tired of people saying they hear from me, they this and that. No, you're not. You're nobody, like, I don't. It's like, I'm gonna cry again, but it's like, it just sucks so much. It's like, I didn't ask to feel this way. I don't want to feel this way. Trust me, if I didn't have to feel this way, I wouldn't. Like, I really wouldn't. But I just wanted to be raw on here to show what depression really looks like. It's just, or how it's really been affecting me. And for those that's just going through this, like, it's just like I feel your pain, and it really, really sucks. And it sucks because I'm just gonna cry, but it sucks because all we want is somebody to understand us. Like, that's all I want, is for somebody to really understand. So far, I haven't had anyone that I can really talk to. It's gonna sit there and let me vent. And it's just like, I mentioned, like, especially in the Christian community, it's just like people need to stop looking at the spiritual side of things. Like, I understand that. And I understand the reading your Bible part and talking to God. You don't think I tried that? And it's like, at this point, like, I pray like so much. I talk to God all the time. I dance in church. And it's just like, it's just right now, I really feel like God just doesn't hear me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me. And it's just like, me personally, I don't see my purpose on this earth anymore. Like, I really do not want to stay here. Like, I really do not want to be here anymore. There's nothing for me here, and I'm sorry, but it's just nothing for me here. I don't have nobody that's really... Anyways, like, I just don't want to cry anymore, and I'm probably going to end this video soon. I don't know if I'm doing part 3. I don't know if I touched on everything I wanted to touch on or whatever, but it's just like, looking past through all my years, I never had, like, it's just the small things we think about without not having friends. And it's just like, I don't have a group photo with me and friends, or I don't have any pictures of anybody else on my phone, nothing else. It's just the small things we think about. But I just want to do a part 2. I don't know if I'm gonna continue talking about it's a lot of more things, and I really do kind of want to touch more into the Christian side of it, because it's just a lot of toxicity, I don't know how to pronounce it, within, like, depression and things like that. And it's just crazy. But I just think I'm done talking about this right now. But thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry about how I look or my mess, but it's just like, please don't judge people who comes to social media about their problems. I'm not gonna lie, the only time I do post on social media is to post, like, it's just several times I've been posting on Instagram, like, how I'm ready to give up. Few people would reach out, but after that, I won't hear from them ever again. So, you know, I try to stop doing that. But other than that, it's just, social media isn't really... But when I do, it's just, I come to vent, because people go to social media because nobody's hearing them in real life. That's why I do it. That's exactly why I'm being vulnerable on here, because nobody's hearing me in real life. And before we go, I do kind of want to touch, I kind of still want to go back to what depression has kind of done to me. It's like, I completely lost my motivation for everything. Hair was my dream. I stopped doing hair. And then I said I dance in church. I stopped. As of right now, I kind of quit that. I don't know if I'm going to go back to it. And you're right. It's not hurting anybody but myself. But people don't understand when you're depressed. you lose your motivation. You lose your drive to do things you used to. It's not like you want to give it up. Trust me, I do not want to give those things up. It's just really hard to get into it like I used to. And I understand all these words and things people saying, don't give up, or you do this, do that. It's just, as long as I'm still in this funk, it's just like people words doesn't really, it don't really stick with you, because all you can think about is how you feel. People don't really care how you feel. It's just like, oh, you be fine, or keep doing what you're doing, da da da, without asking, honey, are you okay? What's the real reason why? It's just like when I quit things, or when I quit those things, I'm not expecting anybody to wonder why, whatever. But it was just like, oh, okay. It was like, okay, you quit. Okay. You know what I mean? Sometimes all we want is just someone to just sit and ask. But this video is 26 minutes long, longer than a minute longer, whatever. I'm gonna end this video right here. If you guys need anybody to talk to, I know I need somebody to talk to, but if you need someone to talk to, my socials will be in the description below. And please don't be afraid to get the help that you need. And if you do have someone that you can talk to, please talk to them. I wish I did. And I said, I'm currently in therapy. Therapy is the only thing that's keeping me sane, kind of, right now. I don't know. So I kind of recommend therapy if you feel like you need it or nothing else is working. I recommend you guys try out therapy. And I still do have faith in God. I don't want people to think I don't. I still have faith. I still love God. I'm still going to pray, but I don't know if it contradicts what I'm saying, but it's just, friends just don't look like it's going to happen for me. I don't know. But thanks for watching, and I don't know what my next video will be about, or if there's going to be a next video. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.